Sports Director Josh Whitman has the night off. I'm John Surratt, and 3 Summers County Bobcats signed their letter of intent today to continue their playing days to the collegiate level. Starting with Brandan Isaac, who chose to continue to play basketball for the Concord Mountain Lions. Now, Isaac plays about every sport in QB for the football team, obviously basketball, and even a star on the base pass. Isaac explains why he chose basketball and why the Mountain Lions were his best fit.
The decision that I prayed a lot about and, really talked to God about, and we were talking about with some of the other guys, the Scott Brown game really led me to believe that I could do it. Coach May did a great job recruiting me. Their facilities are amazing. It's like 15 to 20 minutes from my house. I can still be down here with some of the guys, help them out and still be able to play at the next level. So it was really a perfect fit for me.
Congrats to Brandon. Best of luck at the next level. Now to another basketball signee, but on the women's side is 1,000-point scorer Gracie Harvey signed to play for the Southwest Virginia Community College Eagles. Harvey talks about choosing the Eagles and why it matters to her coming from Summers County to make it to the next level.
I had a couple options in mind, but when I went to Southwestern, I felt like home. Like, it felt like home to me. The girls and the coaches treated me well, and I felt like it was somewhere that I could see myself. It is an awesome feeling. Not many girls are signing to play at the next level, and I'm grateful that I get to be one of them. And so it's just awesome that I get to be the next one, and hopefully next year there'll be a couple.
Congrats to Gracie. Best of luck at the next level as well. Then finally, Sean Cooper will stay in state to golf. For the West Virginia Tech Golden Bears men's golf team, Cooper talks about why he chose to be a Golden Bear.
They have a good criminal justice program, which is what I'm going into, and to play golf for them. They gave me a good scholarship to play for them. But just overall, their program and stuff, they have a really nice program, good facility to practice in and stuff. So.
Congrats to Sean. Best of luck at the next level. And to